Yo, what is up, people on the internet? Today is going to be the day, hopefully, fingers crossed, that we actually finally start the NASR 240 swap. So in the last video, you seen when we were working on the car, we installed the Wiring Specialties swap harness. And we went to try to crank the car and nothing happened at the end of the video. Well, I got that situation sorted, so the engine now cranks. And there's a few more things that we need to do to get this engine running. I took it upon myself off camera to finish up hooking up the fuel cell as well as the complete fuel system. So we have AN into a pre-filter, the fuel pump, and then it comes out of our fuel pump. I have it converted into hardline. I just had a bunch of hardline left over from before the setup on this car. So eventually I might run AN line all the way up to the front. And if you peek down here, we have a secondary filter. The one is 100 micron and the other one is a 10 micron. So one catches all the fine stuff and the other one catches big stuff. It's all the way set up. I still have to do one thing. I'm going to wire in the fuel pump relay and put it on a switch. So that has to happen. I also need to throw in the math and the intake back into this car to get it to run. You might even throw the exhaust on there because I'd like to hear what it's going to sound like with the exhaust on first startup. I think that would be cool. So a few things to plug away on before we get this started, but we should be able to get it started today if there's no other complications. Trent is supposed to be coming out here, as well as maybe another buddy and maybe my brother, but I know for sure Trent. So let's start working on this thing and get it started. Alrighty, I've got a complete mess going here, and I've got the relay partially wired. So we're gonna be mounting it back here, of course, by the battery, so it's not super far to run it to the fuel pump, but this is almost done. So I'm gonna finish knocking this out. And we also have to find a spot to hide the toggle switch inside the car. So that'll act as like a secondary safety too, because then somebody couldn't start it without knowing where I have the switch. Got the fuel pump relay and everything hooked back up in the trunk. Trent is here, as well as I put my switch for the fuel pump in here, but it's a secret. I can't tell you guys where I hid the fuel pump switch because it's almost like a security thing. But the other thing to do now is to put the intake and the MAF kind of on there and maybe chuck the exhaust on. Because right now it's just straight out of the header. And I think it would be cool to like hear it with the exhaust, because then you'll know what the engine and the whole thing is actually going to sound like. Because if we start it up now, it's just going to be loud. But I guess it would still be really cool just to have it start anyways. So we're going to chuck that on there and maybe we'll try it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Been a long time in the making for this.
You didn't crack this engine open, did you?
No, nope. Didn't do anything to the motor. I'm going with the saying, if you don't open it up, you're leaving the magic in it. And this is a completely stock, unopened motor. So hopefully the magic from Nissan is still inside the engine. And it'll do us well. So right now,
Hopefully.
yeah. Chuck the intake on. Literally just gonna chuck this on. That's the MAF kind of like jimmied in there. This is temporary. I'll be doing a different intake setup on this. But to get it running now, this is what we're doing. Yeah, we're gonna throw the exhaust on. That's if it fits, because technically that exhaust was a factory 240 exhaust for a
Single cam.
single cam. It should still work, I think. We'll find that out. Got the exhaust under here. Hopefully it bolts up to the SR. OE exhaust. I'm just gonna kind of prep you there. Hopefully you can see. Undo this.
You want to give this a wipe down before you start it? Or?
Nah, maybe, but not really. It's not gonna get that hot.
It's already kind of caked and shit.
Oh, you know what? It ain't gonna work.
No?
Nope, not gonna work. Just found out. That sucks. Won't be able to hear the exhaust today, but I guess that's for a different video. We'll have that. We'll have it put on there for the first drive.
Yeah. Needs to sound good for the first drive.
Well, exhaust was a fail, like you said. Got to switch that out. Everything's all hooked up. There is gas in the tank. Now, all we have to do is, I have to crank it over a bunch. So we'll do that now to kind of get oil through the engine. But everything should be hooked up, I think, to fire. So I'm gonna hand you this. I'm gonna crank it a bunch before running the fuel pump. Not that it, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. You wanna hop in the seat? You don't have to push the clutch in or anything because it's swapped.
All right, you want me to crank it?
Turn on the fuel pump. All right, ignition on. And then crank it. Hell yes! Oh my God, let's go. Let's go. That worked way easier than I thought. Like, I thought it was gonna give us some troubles or something.
It just fired right up.
That literally fired up like first crank, like, hell yeah.
I have to figure out what's going on with
The rough.
yeah.
Well, also like, there's still like
intake, yeah.
vacuum lines and I think and stuff that are out of place here, but that is awesome. Loud as can be, but
We just got past the hard part. Now it's all the fun stuff coming.
yes. Oh my God, I'm like half shaky. Hold on, I need to grab a Monster.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, all I can smell. Well, it's got 93 in it too, because
Shit.
not that it's gonna do anything, but it's a JDM engine, so I figured our gas isn't as good as Japanese gas, so to say, or that's what people say. I know it's not turboed, but I don't want it to. It is higher compression, so that
Probably
is
better for it.
Yeah, it is probably better. Just like the 2J. Ooh, did I just drop that? Hold on. There might be a 2J coming to the channel, but that video is not going to be out before this one.
Whose is it though?
Bittersweet. I'm not talking about the Monster. Dude, there's an SR in the 240. The T40 which traded hands to me, now has a running, I can't say driving, but running SR.
Hey, that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part to get that first. Now people don't even get past that part.
For real. And I know it's NA. We're going to explore this platform because NASRs are pretty cheap. I mean,
We're broke.
yeah, this is poverty spec. We're balling on a budget. We're literally, this is definition of balling on a budget for S chassis.
If you didn't find this thing, it'd probably be the single cam.
It would still be the single cam, because even the KA market has gotten to the point where it's so crazy, where you see people asking, some people are asking $1,500.
I've seen a few
like
for 250, 2,000.
2,500. Now I know some of them are full setups, like turbo, like ready to kind of swap in and go, but like this was also literally ready to go. I didn't have to crack it open or anything. All I did was a swap harness. Shout out Wiring Specialties. Thanks for taking all of my money.
Now we're gonna steal your design.
Yep, we're gonna remanufacture these wiring harnesses. Hit us up if you have a. No, I'm playing. Don't buy an NSA. Don't buy an NA SR because if this ends up being a good recipe with maybe a simple turbo setup, we gotta keep the price down. Gotta keep it on the DL, or let me buy a bunch up before people.
Let me get one first.
Yeah. And you can talk all the smack you want about it being NA, but you probably still rocking a single cam. No hate to the single cam. Single cam is awesome, but all right, we gotta fire this thing up at least one more time. Boom. I'm gonna give you this key thing back if you want it.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, because that's yours. Like that's.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
that could go to your 240. This.
I do own a Nissan now.
Yeah.
I forget that. I forget I own that car.
Be ready to kind of hit the throttle body. It's that. Grab that whole thing.
Oh, this?
Yeah. There you go. That's what you'll have to do.
Please don't blow up in my face.
It's a long clip. We're at like 8 minutes, but
8 minutes of SR sounds.
yes,
You wouldn't want to listen to that.
straight piped NASR sounds. Exactly what people are after. Not like turbo SR with a an open wastegate or something cool, or recirc, whatever. I can't think of it right now. Whatever the cool Mahon style turbo setups. That's what people want to hear. Not straight pipe. Sounds like a Civic. But all right. Well, I think this is gonna be it for the video. Big accomplishment. The SR does run. Got to get it like running good. Hook up the cooling system, all the little button up things. But I can say it at least runs. And also got a bunch of other cool stuff to do the car now. Now we can go ahead and we can start doing like, I've got a whole kit for the car. Of course, seats, steering wheel, like get it running, get the wheels, because I know you guys know I have the I know you remember these maybe if you're like an OG of the channel, the 5-bolt Mark 1s with like super deep dish, but only 2 of these are going to be ran on this car on the front. I've got a pair of pretty cool wheels for the rear, so you guys will have to wait to see all this come, but I don't know what else to say. That's it. Like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff. Peace out.